first before you tune in. I'll make sure I tune in at 11 o'clock, or I'll go to bed at 10. All right, we are back for some more of the Miller language, life story, and the whole unplugged. Dodie Miller. Come on now.
Fantastic. I should have done this during the break, but I forgot. I actually have to get my poetry out of the bag, so sorry, this doesn't make for... This isn't the interesting part. Okay. All right. I'm going to skip a couple of excerpts from novels because I figure within the next year or two they'll be out and you can just buy them. And also for the sake of time, to cover all of my genres here. All right. Okay. Well, here we go. This is poetry. Some of it is, well, a lot of it is based on real life, either things that I saw or things I was told. So here it is. All right. For the girl who died swimming while pregnant when my mama was a girl. Ooh, girl, they said that the water pulled on you tight around the ankles because the water didn't like babies. That was way back then, back when blacks and whites couldn't swim in the same pool. Was there a half-white baby in the drowning recesses of your body, or did you simply give up breathing while they waited for the white men to show up and save your life? How crumpled and heavy you must have been, the baby, the water, the weight of sucked teeth, and so loud laughter on your back as you forgot, as you gave up, and water traded for air, and girls learned never to get in the water after late nights in Buicks, Chevys, and Fords, under the bridge, under midnights, because the water will not like it, and will do what all the sucked teeth, laughter, and lies cannot. This one's called These Women. These women stand in line, clutch babies to their hips, blow wasted breath through their lips and noses, and wait for things to change. These women bear the brunt of the soundbite and stereotype, the lies and accusations. These are the unchaste, the uneducated, the uncontrollable. They stand at the bus stop, in the grocery line. They walk down city streets. Their shoes give way to time and lack of care. They are the sneakers that herald bad times and disuse. From dirty uppers to busted soles, still these women walk on. These women have ankles often filled to the brim with fluid, puffed ankles choked with nitrate, salt, and water, pressing against dingy socks to bulge and announce yet another crisis in some woman's life. These women are standing. These women will always be standing. We were told this in that book so popular to ignore. We were told these women would be here always, and they are. No Stars in the Rust Belt, 1997 to 2011. The toxins in the Rust Belt have eaten up the stars, cancered the old men, and made the old dogs crazy. My theory is tested and proven every night, if anyone cares to see. Dark, milky blue sky without a single twinkle. Some smart aleck dared to say, they're out there, but you can't see them. Which wasn't exactly true, but what good is a star you can't see? Go ahead, wish upon absentia. The toxins in the Rust Belt make raccoons mistake antifreeze for water, make old women feel young, and make the young want to die, and turn babies and children into pill-popping fools. We sleep, earn, and try to play beneath a chemically drunk sky. We keep going without full-out ponder, so we lose ourselves. We try to float outside ourselves, existing in our absence. No one shines in the Rust Belt tonight. A black girl walks into a rock bar, 1998. Do they love black girls here, is the question I seem to ask in my low-cut shirt and red lipstick. Yes, the dudes at the door seem to answer. Their chest-length dark hair, well-kept I might add, and straight white teeth and open-mouthed smiles speak for them. I show my ID. They look at my chest. I pay the $3 cover. They examine my waist to hip ratio. Before I can walk away, I can feel them say, "If that dude you're waiting on never shows, I'm here by the door." I think I hear a low whistle emanate from them as I walk away. I look back to catch them pretending to look elsewhere. I had no plans with anyone, but I leave with the band. Two-thirds of the band want me. The drummer's oblivious and not that cute besides. The bass player is blonde, obnoxious, and obvious. The singer-guitarist has a sweet-tasting mouth because he doesn't drink. We kiss in the parking lot, and I drive him to their hotel. The rest of the band is in their truck. He gets us a room separate from the guys. The bass player keeps calling from next door. The singer-guitarist hangs up after saying, "Who do you think? Yes, I'm here with a beautiful girl." When things got quiet, except for the golf on almost muted television, I tell him about my virginity. He respects that, he says. On second base is reached, we snuggle on stiff hotel sheets. The next day, we stand in the mirror, and he wraps us in his clean waist-length hair. He tells me to look in the mirror at how beautiful we are, at how beautiful I am. We kiss again. A black girl walks into a rock bar and walks out of a hotel room the next day, her eyes wide open. And where did I put my, there we go. Okay, this is The Moms of Drug Addicts, 1970s. It was published in 10th Muse, and so I'm keeping it in there because it's the easiest copy to read. All right, The Moms of Drug Addicts, 1970s. She is pacing the hall of a mercy hospital. Maybe she is a widow, husband in the ground, younger children at home, but she paces the hall of a mercy hospital, and she hopes for it because that older son, maybe oldest, the one with the long hair, he's done it again with his drugs, and now he's here in this mercy hospital, and his mother is crying so hard in the linoleum-lined, window-filled hall that she almost forgets to pray for mercy. Her son was the one sitting on the curb, his legs a denim arch over the gutter. He was nothing special around here, but then everybody saw, from little kids to old people. They saw the nod go too far, and as he fell over his knees into the street, the life kicking out of him, somebody called for help. A year or two before, this boy's spirit was on the stage, asking in a calm tenor, "Where do I go?" He rationalized with walking in space, and he asked the essential question in two-part harmony, "Why don't my mother love me?" He dropped out to keep himself from war, and now his mother's in hell. She's pacing the hall in one of those outfits, you know the kind, 70s mom outfits, a beret, a tam, or turban on her head, her body wrapped in Halston-esque dress, cable knit sweater, or kaftan. Maybe a plaid skirt, and those orange-brown leather boots that zip on the side, or earth shoes. Whatever she wears, she makes a pitiful figure. She beseeches the doctors in the accents found around here, Irish, Black American, Italian, Hebrew, and they snatch their arms back and answer her the same, "Wait and see," which translates to "fuck off" in any language. She will pace these halls, boots, berets, and all, because her oldest boy, well, he ain't doing too good, and she pauses in front of one of the windows. The city of millions rides under the gray, and she knows there are other mothers whose sons sit in the alleys and gutters with belts around their arms on their way to the main line instead of the front line, and she sniffs back her feelings and realizes dead is dead. And then the last one is kind of my ode to Sylvia Plath. Not really an ode, it's just a brief little thing. If you know anything about Sylvia Plath, you know that her relationship and marriage and whatever to Ted Hughes was not happy, nor was Ted's subsequent marriage to the other person. In fact, it had the same sort of outcome as with Sylvia. But what I have tried to capture here is the trajectory of their lives as related in the movie Sylvia, in which she reads his poetry in the little student paper, and they, I don't know, do the whole courtship thing, and then, well, she's got some suicidal issues. The name she had for herself was Lady Lazarus because of her own suicide attempts and coming back. And she called him the Black Marauder, so hopefully that will help the poem make a little more sense. So the poem is called, Oh, She Has Found Her Black Marauder. She has found her black marauder, the subject of her wistful sigh as she reads Fall Grief's wife, her crazed heart lifting at the turn of every phrase, until a whirlwind blew them together, from poetry slams to the altar, to death-taunting rowboat outings that prompt her confessions of suicide, where he helps her find poetic material, to the end, to paranoia, to his estranged affection, to the duct tape placed thoughtfully around the children's bedroom door and the open window of their room, to Lady Lazarus in the oven, her Black Marauder one. Thank you.